Lost they were, taunted by dreams, their reach stifled by their slowish stagnation. They would not dare look up, their eyes gazing down at the steps made by those before them. All shapes and sizes they were, all pointing in different directions, all meaningful to those that made them. A soft voice repeats through their mind. Like a sweet symphony, it calls to them. If they can do it, so can I. So I just made it on top of the Blorange near Abergavenny in Wales. Quite a long hike in. My first ever wild camp was on the Blorange 2 years ago. I was mesmerised. And I saw the Sugar Loaf, as it were, and I thought that's a really cool looking hill. One day, I'm going to wild camp on that. A small challenge, nothing too crazy. Often those are the best ones, something attainable, but still challenging. And it's been 2 years since then, and I think it's about time. So I thought the debut for the channel, it'd be a fun little challenge or an activity to choose that as my destination and to take as many steps as I need to get there. Probably will take 2 days. It is quite far away, and I'm carrying a lot of kit, probably too much kit, to be honest. I did somewhat over prepare. This is the first day. I'm going to be camping out somewhere nearby. I'm going to call an early one today because I did start quite late and it is getting dark and the rain is going to get worse in about an hour, so I need to find a good pitch, which is probably going to be around about here actually. It's quite nice here, look at that. This is wonky. I think I'll keep it like that for now. It's not the perfect setup, but I mostly wanted to have the ceiling higher so that I could safely use cooking equipment underneath the tarp. And I think that's high enough. I think we're going to pop the tent right here. It's flat enough. It's next to the path, which is a bit annoying. So if random people start walking by in the middle of the night, they're going to freak me out. That's their problem because I've got this. Yeah, I'll get them with that. I'm feeling pretty safe right now. Oh, actually, other way around, it's like a hammer. I'm probably going to get done by the police, actually. It's not a weapon. It's a little clicky on. Look, see? You're nice and safe and sealed on top of this thing. It's actually safe equipment, but can be unsafe if used unwisely. I'm wasting so much battery life. Sounds kind of horrible and mushy there. Yeah, I got no clue how to put this tent together. Yeah, you do it. Cheers. Thank you. Oh, well done. It's not the best. Bit flimsy. But, you know, when it comes to tents, it's what's on the inside that counts. It's very dark in here. But it's nice and dry and fairly long, although a little cramped. couple bits in it, add to the flavour. I gotta say, I'm really happy that I went out today on my 30th birthday. I was a bit hesitant at first. I was just thinking, you know, I wanted to do something a little bit different than just the usual, you know, chill out with friends or just sort of have a nice quiet evening at home or something like that. You know, something more exciting, something different, something to introduce the next decade of my life with a bang, and hopefully, you know, doing something like this, it's going to show a more adventurous theme for my 30s as opposed to my 20s, which a bit more work and study focused. I love it. I'm just like, I'm just checking out this cake at the moment. I just really want to eat it, but I've got to say something profound and interesting before you do that. I'm not going to do that. You know what? I'm just going to eat this cake. I do have dry clothing, so I'm hoping, from the looks of it, everything in my backpack is dry. So I will at least be able to pop the dry clothing on. I do have a towel to dry myself off, and then get nice and snug in the tent, because at the moment I'm somewhat shivering. And I need to eat some food, get in the tent, and call it a day, I think. Wow, what a 30th birthday, man. I can't believe I'm 30. That went by really quickly. You just work and study and it just kind of, boop, done. Done, you're here now, well done. Like, oh, okay, cool, great. Bye then.
They begin to doubt themselves. Did I take the right step? Am I going in the right direction? Are the steps behind me my own? Was the first step truly the hardest to take? Or is it the next one?
Just about to hit the summit of the Blorange. Looks lovely at the moment. Been here loads of times. Second time I've wild camped here. Unfortunately, we can't see the Sugar Loaf still. Somewhere over there, I think. A lovely day adventuring ahead. There is a stop-off point. I can't remember the town name, but I should be able to get some water from there. I've got about a litre left. It was a little bit windy last night, and it's quite windy now. Wow. It's amazing up here. Crazy people over there hiking at this time of day in this kind of weather. What's wrong with them? Well, that's nice. Well, this looks interesting. Some sort of abandoned building. It looks like a bathroom. These look like bath stools. Oh my god, an ancient flip-flop. Why is there a flip-flop here? There's rubbish all over the place, unfortunately. It's probably just some workers' outpost way back when. I think there is a quarry around here somewhere. That's a nice looking tree. Wow. There it is, right next to the road as well. Nothing sort of blocking it off. Usually places like this, you'd see a lot of fencing and signs saying do not enter, you know, warning, rubble may fall on head and die. Something like that. It's just all collapsed, but it almost looks like it was destroyed on purpose. The way it's all sort of thrown around like this just looks a bit odd to me. Cool though. Wonder what it used to be. There she is, big old loaf, Sugar Loaf that is. There's the town down there, if you can see those houses, that's where we're heading to. There's a shop there where I can get some water, and then also I'm gonna make myself a nice coffee, oh my god, I can't wait. And also have what was supposed to be my breakfast. I still need to eat my other bar actually, I should do that. I'm not feeling too hungry though, surprisingly, but I am feeling very thirsty and my water is slightly running out.
So I've spoken to the council of me, and I'm going to be changing my plans a little bit. So the route to get from here in Gilwern all the way to Mynydd Pencern, and then all the way down to Crickow near a hill called Coed Cefn. That was the original plan. However, I didn't have enough daylight hours left, and instead I'm just going to be cutting through the middle basically to get directly to Crickow and skipping the summit, and then hopefully I'll be able to get to Coed Cefn in time for night time, because I don't want to rummage around at night up in the hills because it's very dangerous. I mean, going up Mynydd Pencern was kind of a bonus anyway. I was a bit iffy about it when I decided to put it on my original route, but I think I have decided to change that, which is good because it's basically all flat ground from here as well, so it's going to be a little better on my body and hopefully make me a bit more prepared for tomorrow when we summit the Sugar Loaf.
I just downed the rest of that water. There's about a litre of it left, so I figured instead of getting rid of it, I may as well just down the lot. I am probably going to be getting out of my tent a lot tonight. Big mistake. Right now, I'm just following this canal river. Ooh, we'll be able to know, we might be able to find out what the name of the river is. Bloody hell, man. I can't talk properly because of that water. I feel bloated. Let's have a quick gander here. What's this about? Crossing Llandell Gorge? Yeah, anyway. There was a lot of coal mining in this area. Not just, well, this. This hasn't got anything to do with coal mining, but anyway. That was a lovely break as well. My body is feeling ready, but whew, I'm already feeling the load. Feels good though. I do feel like this has been a really fun day out. Now, this part of the day is such a contrast compared to this morning. It's so quiet and peaceful and dry now. It's amazing. And the hike so far along this riverbed has been so good. I loved it. Yeah, I'm in a really positive mental state today. All the way through, but especially now. I feel good. Oh, I feel great. It's probably because I've actually eaten something that definitely would help, and of course the coffee. Delicious caffeine. I need it. I swear, every single time there's a cute little tunnel like this, there's just a bunch of Costa in there. It's like a theme. Like the Costa goblins are out here again. Not sponsored. but if they want me. That is the most majestic hill I think I've ever seen. I mean, the sheep definitely help quite a lot, I think, but just look how green it is. And the way it rolls into the middle, in the middle as well. Not to mention the tree backdrop. It's weird. It just kind of freaks me out a little bit. It's got this uncanny valley feel to it. It's not real, it's fake grass or something. Everywhere else is not as green and as rich as this. Probably because sheep are pooping it all the time, more than likely, but still. I don't know, I felt like sharing this. This is an interesting hill. I have the luxury of walking near the fancy, luscious green hill, and not to mention, over there we can see the Sugar Loaf. Still feels about as close as it was when I started today, but it's a little closer. Just over the fancy hill is Crickow, and a little bit further from that is the hill that we're going to be sleeping at, or sleeping in tonight. The hill? The hill forest. Hill forest, yeah. Anyway. Oh, this looks awesome. Oh. Wow. I've seen this before. I've been in Crickow a few times, but it's a very cool looking church. Unfortunately, no camping on the site, which sucks because it looks awesome. I mean, I probably could get away with it, but I'm not much of a gambling man. I think we'll see if we can find something down the road. Alright, it's pretty dark now. I found this spot here next to this public footpath. There's an even better spot over there, but it's right next to what looks like a private road, so it's really flat though and quite nice. But still, I'm a little bit and ahhing about it. I'm gonna have a quick look around and see how I feel. I think I found the spot. It's a little further down, not all the way down. It's right next to this lovely stream though. It's not too loud, or at least not for me anyway. There is a bit of a drop off down here. The camera probably doesn't capture that too well. But this area, at least to me anyway, flat enough. Clean it up, get rid of all the branches and sticks and stuff. With the sleeping mat, it won't matter anyway. I won't feel any of them digging into me. It should be good enough, I would say. Wow. I'm going to sleep very well tonight with the sound of this water trickling down. Right, so it's pretty dark. I'm going to get this tent up. It took a while. Oh, what a beautiful spot though. Oh. I will see you all tomorrow.
To have learnt so much from their steps, to know their pain, their strength, their triumph, to see too their journey's end, to understand the steps made by those before them, to have learnt to look up and to take their last step.
Alright, I'm feeling stuffed after that, ready to go. It's a bit misty and rainy up there at the moment. I don't know if it's letting up or letting down. Anyway, all packed up, leave no trace, as if I was never here. It's all uphill from here. Well, okay, technically that's not right. So it's downhill for a second, getting to that river. Supposed to cross a bridge or some sort of fording point, and then continue upwards. If it is flooded over and there is no bridge, there's also a town nearby called Abergavenny that I will be able to cross an actual bridge to get to the other side, although I have to walk all the way back up this forested area and then along the road. So it'd be a bit of a nightmare, but hey. Probably not going to get much of a view today, looking at, well, I do have a little bit of a view, but it's definitely getting worse, and I'm getting the feeling that the rain is going to be getting here a little bit quicker than it said it would. It's supposed to be really raining at about 5, and then absolutely storming it down at around about 7. We'll see. But I'm hoping I should be able to get up there fairly quickly. It's 12 right now. I reckon an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, and I'll be up there. And hopefully I can find a spot. The wind's going to be coming in from the southwest, changing to the west overnight. So hopefully I can sort of find a nice spot on the northeastern side of the mountain or hill, and that way I'll have a much cozier sleep, potentially, if the forecast is actually correct. which is already a bit of a gamble, I admit, but I've got nothing else to rely on, I'm afraid. Nearly there! Oh, it's a lovely day. I'm loving it. I'm so happy right now. I think all the way over there, where my finger is, I think that's the Blorange in the mist there. It's so crazy to see it so far away now. It's either that one, or it's actually over there. It's hard to tell. Either way, it kind of looks like there's a hill there actually, with the way the cloud looks. It's really windy right now. I don't even know if you can hear me. I think this is a futile effort. Woo! We made it! Oh, the lens is all screwed up. It's horrible up here. I remember 2 years ago when I went up onto the Blorange, I had half as much kit and I parked at a car park about 45 minutes away from the peak, and I was knackered after the end of that walk. And now I'm able to walk from the Blorange, 2-day trip to Crickow, and then on top of the Sugar Loaf, carrying twice as much. I'm very proud of myself for accomplishing the goal. Unfortunately, I won't be able to. I should be careful, I'm going down quite a steep bit. Unfortunately, I won't be able to keep the promise I made to myself of wild camping up on the Sugar Loaf. Unfortunately, something very bad has happened at home, so I'm going to rush back. Should take me around about 2-3 hours to get back down to Abergavenny where my car is, and then about 2-3 hours to drive back home. Which is a bit of a downer, but I'm a bit stressed out by the news. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's pretty bad. So I'm going to rush back. I won't be able to truly conquer the Sugar Loaf the way I wanted to today, but sometimes the destination isn't quite where you expect it to be. Sometimes there's always another day to take even more steps to get to where you really need to be, which for me is home. Amazing adventure. Thank you very much for watching. Best journey of my life so far. Whoa, ooh. And that is why you don't rush down a hill. I'm fine. I didn't break anything. Ah, that's a good way to end it, I think. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.
No longer lost. No longer taunted. No longer stagnant. Their gaze looking high into the sky. But they do not forget to look down, to see their steps made behind them, all the same shape, all the same size, all pointing in the same direction, and all meaningful to them. And to all those that gaze down upon them.